Happy New Year, Junkers, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Today, over the past couple of weeks, I've been just going crazy with altering playing cards. These are some of the ones that I've been doing. And I really love doing them. So what I've decided to do for this video is make a altered playing card journal. And I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to actually have to do this over a couple of videos. Today I'm just going to show you in this tutorial how to do the base of it. And then subsequent videos will do the decorating and attachments. Okay, so first thing, this is what the base will look like. It'll simply have 2 hole punches on the side. It's made up of a total of 12 cards. I put some windows in the cards that I'm going to put acetate in. I made some foldouts in the cards so that when you open them up, they look like this. Of course, they'll be decorated. Whoops, always forget. And then I did the edges. I don't know that I'm going to do those in this one that we're doing today. And that's it. And then I put some eyelets in the front and the back because those are the 2 cards that'll get the most wear and tear. The other cards, I think the card material is actually strong enough so if you don't have eyelets or the thing to make eyelets, you don't have to do it. Okay, so we'll start out with the 11 cards. Did I say 11? 12. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to put 2 aside. And then we're going to arrange these so that the faces of the cards face each other. So you'll have 2 cards that face each other, 2 cards that don't. Just like that. So it looks like this when you open it. Okay? So every other set of cards face each other. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to punch the holes. You're only punching the holes in 10 of the cards. I'm using this by We Are Memory Keepers. You can use a single hole punch and do them individually. This is just much easier. I'm punching the holes on the left side of the cards. And I use it visually. I'm going right at the tail of this being and right at the tail of this being to kind of get it in the right place. Make sure it's lined up properly. And chomp away. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is in the front and the back, I'm going to add the eyelets. So I need 4 eyelets. I'm going to just pop those in there. Whoop. I hope you all are healthy. I finally got a vaccine, my first one. And one here. I love working with playing cards. They're so much fun. Just like that. What I want to do next is going to use a 1-inch hole punch, and I want to make little windows in this that I'm going to put a little piece of acetate through. So I want to take the second card and the third card, put them back to back as they were, and punch holes in both. It's not an easy task, but it does work. Okay, just like that. So eventually, I will be gluing these two back to back. I'm not going to do that now. Next, with these two cards, I want to make a little, I'm sorry for these scratches. I should have put a Band-Aid. They're from my kitty. I'm going to make these two cards to have fold-outs. So what I need to do, this one and this one, I'm going to cut them and I'm going to cut them right next to the circles in the cards. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay. What I also want to do is I want to round the corners on these two. And I have a memory keepers. I'm doing it on the 1/4 inch side. Just to round it off, it just makes it a little nicer. And I'm going to make a cloth hinge for these. And I'm using a cloth hinge simply because it just, you know, it's a little different. So I have a little piece of muslin. You can use whatever kind of material you want, or you could use a piece of paper to make a hinge. I'm going to make it around that long. And I want to make two relatively the same. And I want all the sides to have some fringe on them. So I'm going to pull out some threads, make them kind of straggly. Cover up my cat bite. That was actually a bite. I was playing with my kitty. He got the best of me. And the same on this one. Although it already has a lot of fringe. I need some on this side. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. And I'm going to lay the cards side by side. I use the grid line on this mat. And I keep them about, oh, this is probably a 1/16 of an inch at the most. And I'm going to put one hinge in the middle. And I'm just going to glue it. At one time I was thinking of sewing it, but I didn't want to put the thick card through the sewing machine. I didn't think, so I didn't even try it. It might work okay. If any of you do it, and let me know how it works. Okay, I'm going to line these up again. Hold them with one finger and plop it down. Oops. Don't worry about it. You have time to adjust it. Okay, and I'm going to use my heat blower, and I'm going to dry that. Well, that's good enough. Fold it over. Let me get a little wet wipe here. Clean it up. And it'll look just like that. And the other one's going to look the same. We're going to line it up. About a 1/16, probably a 32nd of an inch apart. Add some glue. Now, you probably could have done this after you've decorated these cards. I just chose to get all the base work done first, so then all I have to do is decorate. Okay, hold the bottom with my finger and line it up. There we go. And dry it. Wipe it off. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'd actually really appreciate it. I learned so much from your comments and everything. So that's what it's going to look like when it's open. So we're going to close it up. Going to put them together. They're going to face like this, and that's going back in the stack. Now, you can choose to do other things. I'm not going to. What I did do on my other one, where is my other one, is I did some edging. It didn't work real well in my edger punch. The card was a little thick. So I've decided not to do that again. I don't think. Could change my mind, but don't think I'm going to do it. And then what we're eventually going to do is there'll be all sorts of tabs on this. We're going to have a closure of a ribbon, actually a triple ribbon, because I want to braid it and put some charms on it. But to start, this is all we're going to do in this quick part 1 of this tutorial. And next we'll continue with the decorating, and we'll might finish it up in 2 videos. Might be a little longer. But anyway, I hope you join me. It's so much fun to work with cards. Go buy yourself a cheap deck of cards if you don't have any. They sell them at the dollar store for $1, and join me, or just get hooked on it, because as I said, it really is fun. It's something to do when you're itching to create, but you don't, you know, you're not ready to start another journal. So go get yourself a deck of cards, because it's a lot of fun. Anyway, you all have a nice day. And if you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate it if you give me a like. Hit the like button. And have a good day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.